Welcome. Today we're going to divide up about 100 grow outs fry so that they will continue growing. So I'm Bobby G. Let's talk. Alright, so here's what I'm talking about. I've mentioned them in some of my other videos. These are my otopharynx Lithobate and Turkis. I think there's about 2/3 Lithobates, 1/3 Turkis, and I've drained the water. I've got a couple of buckets here with water in it, and I'm just going to divide them up. I still have to decide where I'm going to put the Turkis. Those are the ones I'm actually going to take out. I'll leave the Lithobates in here. So I'll proceed with that. I'll show you a little bit of it, and I think it'll be good for the fry because they will grow faster with less fish in this tank. It's a 55 gallon. So in this case, because I want to catch all of the fish, it's just simply easier to just remove the sponge filters, remove everything that's in the tank, and go in with a couple of large nets. So that's what I'm proceeding to do right here. Alright, I've removed all the sponge filters. There's really nothing left in the tank. Well, the heater's in there, and a little power head, but that won't be in my way. Super easy to distinguish between the two species. I'll get some close-ups for you as I'm dividing them up. Wow, that's the kind of fishing you want to go on, eh? I've probably got 50 of them in here. So let's have a look at what we've got. The first handful here, I'm going to show you. It's just a couple. This one here is it's hard to show you. I don't want to jump. That's a Turkis for sure. So I'll put the Turkis in the small pail here, and this one is a Lithobate. I can see a couple black spots, three black spots, and the Lithobates will also have a yellow blaze on them. These Lithobates, I've talked about them before. They're a true otopharynx Lithobate, likely originating from Zimbabwe rock, and they've been line bred in Germany to attain the super wide blaze that these guys have. And I'm really excited about how they've turned out. I've got some that are I guess I'd call them maybe sub-adults. They're actually adults. I mean, look at this one guy here, already getting his blaze here. I don't know how well you can see him. Hopefully you can see him. I think I'll put the Turkis down in the 55 gallon below. I've gone through a lot of the video. I've cut it out because I don't think you needed to see me catching fish and me counting them all. It took a while, but here we are. The next day, the tanks have cleared up. Let me show you what it looks like. So here's the Lithobates. Quite a large group of them. I counted them. There's 72. And really no change for them. They're still in the same tank. I did move a couple sponge filters around because on the Turkish tank I wanted to add some sponge filters that were already seasoned. So this tank has pretty much a couple brand new filters, which I always put a date on the airline so that I know how long they've been in and whether they're seasoned and ready to use in another tank. Now here we have the Turkis, much smaller group. There was 22 in this group, and they've responded really well to their new tank. Some of the males are clearly developing their colors. You can see it in their dorsal fin primarily, and it looks to me like there's quite a few males in the tank, which is great. So the the lithobates that I just showed in the tank that has 72 of them, they're about 8 weeks behind these. These are fry that were growing up, 8 weeks prior, and they've developed into, beautiful fish. Let me just take a minute and show you the male breeder that I use. Yeah, so this is my male breeder. He's growing quite a bit. He'd be about 5 inches now, which I think is pretty close to his maximum. And yeah, he's just a stunner, I think. And this here is my male breeder, Turkis. Also a beautiful fish. The Turkis have more of a powder blue to them. He's a bit camera shy right now, but that's okay. You can see him. Looking forward to seeing what his fry develop out to. There'll be another probably 8 weeks before the fries are growing out to full coloration. Thanks for joining me in this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Comment, like, and share also helps. Thanks, Reggie. As always, feed your passion, take the plunge.